This is exactly what we have been waiting for. We have a big Thunder update that's coming at the perfect time. The Thunder are about to take on the Spurs with a trip to the NBA Cup Finals on the line out in Vegas. And for the first time all year long, the Thunder can finally throw all of their chips out onto the table. Now, admittedly, if the NBA were a game of blackjack, if it were a tournament in poker, the Thunder would pretty much need all the chips in the Bellagio to represent how stacked this team is. You'd probably have enough money to buy out the Las Vegas Strip. You'd probably be able to dominate Gilbert Arenas' underground poker tournaments that he ran that got him into prison. Either way, welcome into Thunder Digest. I'm Ryan Breeden. We've got a big update to talk about here today. Hope everybody's having a great week. Hope you're all excited for this NBA Cup semifinal game out in Vegas, the Thunder and the Spurs. It's going to be a big one. We're going to dive into that today. We're going to talk about why this gets even better for the Thunder, who are now tied with the Golden State Warriors for the best record through 25 games in NBA history. Before we get into all of that, though, I just want to thank you guys. 7K subscribers, that was a big goal of ours, and we have smashed that subscriber button goal here in the last couple of days, thanks to all of your support. Now, if you're new to the channel, if you've been around a little bit seeing me and Gabriel's content, and you want to be around for the journey, help us out, hit 8K subscribers. Our long-term goal now is 10K subscribers, and I know that we can hit that goal by the All-Star break. Who knows how many wins the Thunder will have at that point? I think it'll be, a lot. Whatever it may be. Could be a 45 wins at that point. Maybe even, who knows. But either way, would appreciate your guys' support here on the channel. And let's go ahead and dive into this big report. We've got to talk about what the Thunder have coming back. So here is our first update we have. Isaiah Hartenstein and Cason Wallace are back for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Well, Cason Wallace didn't miss any additional games other than when he exited for the Phoenix Suns in that game on Wednesday, but Isaiah Hartenstein, he has missed the last 6 games to his right soleus strain. That's a muscle deep down inside of your calf. So Isaiah Hartenstein and Cason Wallace will be back to play for the NBA Cup Semifinals game against the San Antonio Spurs. Obviously, this is huge, huge, huge for the Thunder. This starting 5 right here, these main guys that we had throughout the playoff run, you have Shai at the 1, JDub at the 2, Lu Dort at the 3. You could flip those 2 around. Chet at the 4 and Isaiah Hartenstein at the 5. That's the ideal starting 5, at least it was last year. I think you could argue that maybe AJ Mitchell has played his way into earning one of those spots. Either way, this is the quote-unquote Thunder starting 5. And for the first time all season long, we are going to get that starting 5 in action. The Thunder at 24-1 are just now getting healthy. JDub, he's getting back into his groove, getting his perimeter shot-making skills back. And we're seeing this entire lineup together now, other than Isaiah Joe. He's the one guy that's going to remain out for this game against the Spurs. But other than that, we finally have the Thunder core back. This is huge stuff, guys. I am really, really excited for this game. I'm sure that you all are too. And this is happening at the absolute perfect time. Isaiah Hartenstein is having a career year this season. He is not only emerging as an elite offensive threat, which he'd been mostly a defensive player along with a pick-and-roll guy, but he's really gotten his team chemistry up with Chet Holmgren. He's obviously going to still be that same elite pick-and-roll player that he always has been. Defensively, he's been off the charts this season. Isaiah Hartenstein is such an integral piece to this team. He's got great playmaking skills for a big. He has really good court vision. He obviously has his signature floater, his signature touch shot. So Isaiah Hartenstein, him being back in the lineup after missing 2 weeks is going to only elevate this team, give Mark Daigneault even more flexibility to continue to make the Thunder soar to heights that the NBA has never seen before, and that just terrifies everybody around the NBA. Now, I want to talk about the flip side of this thing as well. You either have one of two things happen when a team plays against the Thunder. They either decide, you know what, it's not worth it. We're not even going to try. We're going to pack it in. We're going to have some of our guys rest. If we have guys that are banged up, they're not going to play. This is going to be a scheduled loss, and we're going to roll on about our day. We're going to go on about our schedule and forget that that game ever happened. That's a pretty common thing. But this is the NBA Cup. There's money on the line. Players really value wanting to get that trophy. Even though, comparatively to what it can be, the NBA Cup means nothing compared to the postseason. But it's a fun addition to the regular season. Players seem to take it seriously. And we're going to see the San Antonio Spurs take it seriously as well. We had a major update from Shams Charania earlier today. So let's go ahead and dive into that update as well. San Antonio Spurs superstar Victor Wembanyama is likely to return for Saturday's NBA Cup Semifinal against the Thunder out in Las Vegas. Wemby has not played since November 14th when he suffered a calf strain, and those are not to be played with. We've seen some of the best players around the league, unfortunately, tear their Achilles while trying to play through a calf strain. Damian Lillard being one of those. Obviously, the infamous Tyrese Halliburton situation in Game 7 when the Thunder ended up clinching the NBA Finals. Wemby and the Spurs, they played this very, very conservatively, which is a smart thing to do. He was questionable to play against the Lakers. Ultimately, they didn't need him against Luka and the Lakers, which doesn't really surprise me. But now he is back, and he is expected to play against the Thunder. And obviously, the storylines for this are pretty much going to write themselves. The quote-unquote rivalry that the NBA tries to push between Wemby and Chet, the number 1 and number 2 guys. The guys that are just very similar players. Now, Wemby probably has a more refined skill set, probably just a more gifted player physically than what Chet is. But Chet is on pace to be Defensive Player of the Year this year, and depending on Wemby and his health, we'll see if Wemby is even eligible for those types of awards. You know, there's reports coming out from reporters like Mark Spears saying that Wemby is motivated by the success that Chet's had in his career so far. It's a fun matchup when these two play against each other, and Wemby is starting to take his game to another level. We saw what he did in the first game of the year against the Dallas Mavericks. 40 points, he was nearly perfect from the field. He's developed a 3-ball and the handles, and the confidence of being one of the NBA's very best. I mean, this sequence right here basically set NBA Twitter in flames. A block leading into a behind-the-back crossover step-back 3 with an and 1. Wemby, he is very fun to watch. Now, if the Thunder, in this instance, you're playing against him, it's going to be a little bit of a different story. But the Thunder, if anybody is equipped to stop this man, it is the Oklahoma City Thunder, and that should not come as a surprise to anyone. The Thunder very much are the best defensive team in the NBA. We all know that. When you look at the best defensive ratings by player, the Thunder have pretty much everybody in the top 8. The Thunder right here have 7 out of the top 9. Chet Holmgren being up there, Isaiah Hartenstein being there as well. It's Isaiah Hartenstein's first game back in a while. It'll be Wemby's first game back in a while as well. But Chet and Ihart are going to be solely responsible for keeping Wemby in check, keeping him from just effortlessly gliding to the basket like he can, like he will, like he wants to. And it's going to be interesting to see on the other side of things as well. We know that Chet and Ihart have started to really gain their rapport together. How are they going to handle seeing one of the more intimidating presences in the NBA on the defensive end down there in the paint? We're going to see all of that here Saturday night. I am looking forward to that. I'm sure that you all are as well. It's just last couple of thoughts here. This is going to be interesting to see what this does now for the Thunder rotation with Isaiah Hartenstein back. If you sort the Thunder out by minutes played per game, this is what you get. Shai obviously up there at the top with 33 minutes played. And you still are going to get Luka Doncic supporters out there that say that Luka's a better player because he scores more points. But Shai plays significantly less minutes, so honestly, don't even entertain that argument when you see it. Shai is a world-class player. He's the best player on the planet right now. But with all the guys being healthy at once now, right? We're going to have to see some minutes fall off somewhere. You think that J. Will might be an unfortunate cut in minutes in the lineup because of this. That's one that I could see going down for me. Other than that, though, there is no way that A.J. Mitchell loses any minutes with how flawless, with how masterful he's been this year in his second season in the league. You can't cut into any of the minutes from your top 7 guys. The Thunder have enough guys in this rotation that deserve minutes, but the unfortunate part of being too good, it kind of goes to the phrase of too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. You're going to have players that aren't going to get as much minutes on the court as what they deserve, and so unfortunately you're going to see some guys that get some minutes cut down. But this is going to be just such a fun and interesting thing to watch over the next couple of weeks. Seeing the Thunder fully healthy for the first time. Again, Isaiah Joe being the only player that will continue to be out. You've got some of the best defenders in the NBA that are going to go at it with Wemby, with Ihart, with Chet. This is going to be a fun game. Cason Wallace as well, and what he's been able to do so far this season. This is going to be, maybe aside from the Houston Rockets matchup on opening night, this will be the most compelling matchup that the Thunder have all season long for several different reasons that I've outlined in this video. Let me know what you guys think down below, not only about Isaiah Hartenstein coming back, about the potential rotation the Thunder can have, about the starting five, and about just your overall excitement for this game. I think we're going to fire up a live stream for this one as well. I'll let you guys know a bit more about that here in the next little while, seeing if we can get a live stream going for the game. If you guys are interested in a watch along, we'll do that. We can get the live score in there, we can talk in the chat, and we can just chill and talk Thunder basketball and watch this fun game to see if the Thunder can get back to the NBA Cup Finals. Obviously, they made it there last year, lost to the Milwaukee Bucks, won the NBA Finals, now are 24-1 this year. Going to look and see if they can get back to the NBA Cup Finals and potentially win that, along with what they have already done so successfully as an organization here this year. So Isaiah Hartenstein, he is back for the first time in 2 weeks. Going to get to see him out there. Looking forward to that and what he can do with this stacked Thunder roster. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Leave a like while you're at it as well. We'll talk to you guys next time, and thanks for tuning in here on Thunder Digest.